Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a story time of the first time I got arrested, and I'm going to make a mini series. There's a lot of first time things I did, but before we get into the video, I would just like to say something. I was wondering if you guys wanted me to do a Harley Quinn and the Joker makeup tutorial, because I have did the Harley Quinn a lot of times, and I've did the Joker on other people, so I just wondered if you guys wanted that. Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But this video has a really suicidal type thing in it, so just to say, if anyone is going through this and then is feeling suicidal, there's a lot of support sites that can help you, and there's call lines you can phone. So yeah, if you just Google that, they're all anonymous. You can phone up and they won't ask you your name. But yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to say that. Now let's get on with the video. We're back, guys. So the first time I got arrested, I was in a foster placement because I am a child in care. I am a kid in car, and yeah, I've been in a lot of car races, but this one is the craziest by far. And this video involves me and my ex-girlfriend. Yes, I'm bi, and yes, we're bisexual. Just thought I should let you know this. Yeah, so my first day out there wasn't pretty to it, was just really far away. I'm in Belfast, I'm from Belfast, I live in Belfast, and this was Malyle. This is one of my father's placements, but I wasn't too happy about being there, but just had to accept that I got put down there. So I got a tour of the house. The foster parents were lovely at the very first day. They were really nice and they were really chilled, and the nephew and all there, he was just so nice. They were all just so nice, and I couldn't say a bad thing about them on the first day, but I can say a lot of bad things on the second and third day. So I unpacked my stuff. My room had a few, because they had a beach. There was a beach, and they owned a certain part of the beach, but they just let everyone walk through it. And my room, you could see the full beach and the water, and I don't have any pictures or anything to show you. But yeah, it was a beautiful view. It was a lovely bedroom and all. Can't say a bad thing about the bedroom, and yeah. So I went into the living area, the living room, which was attached to the kitchen and the dining room, and there was another door to get out to the beach. And I sat there and I was sitting just on my phone, and then my ex-girlfriend, let's call her Amy. And she came downstairs. She was in a really short top and a really short pair of shorts, and she walked in, got a drink, and went straight back upstairs. I was like, okay. So I was talking to the people, and then I was like, is it okay if I go up and introduce myself, because I wanted to know who all lived here and get to know her. So I walked up to her room, and I knocked the door. She let me in, and I was going to say, because I clarified, she was a pure emo. She was just a pure emo. I don't know what that is, but what is that? Sweet. And yeah, she was just really emo-ish. And yeah, her room was full of posters, and she was very pale. I'm pale as a ghost, but she was pure white, pale. And yeah, so we actually talked, we got along, and she had her hair dyed, what colour? She was a pure blonde at this point, but she had a lot of hair dye. I think she was going to dye her hair, and she had a lot of extensions, and a lot of black stuff, black lipstick, black clothes, black shoes, black, everything was black. And yeah, and there's another story I'm going to do. This is the first time I actually ever dyed my hair. I don't know if you can see, but my hair is green at the back. It's dipped green. Yes, I'll do a story time soon. But So we talked, we got along, and she dyed my hair for the first time for me, which wasn't the best, but oh well. And so we got to know each other, and I sat in her room all night. I went to bed, I woke up the next morning, and this is when I started noticing that there was something wrong with these foster parents, because it was about 8 o'clock in the morning. And they had music blasting through the fucking house, but it wasn't like new music. It was like really old classic, but it was really depressing, like suicidal songs. Like, I don't know what the song is called, but it was like really, really suicidal music. And yeah, I was just sitting there like, what the fuck. So I woke up, went and got some food, and then once I looked in the kitchen, I wasn't really in the kitchen the night before, but I really looked closely, and I noticed that there was like a lot, like, see there, like, if I was in the kitchen, that would all, the whole way around here would be full of wine. Like, wine, wine, wine. And yes, I keep looking up, it's just because I'm filming in my kitchen, and I just thought I heard someone there, so keep on looking, keep on thinking I hear someone. But yeah, so this was on about my second day there, and I was just sitting there like normal. I went up to Amy when she was like awake, and we sat and we talked and we were texting and and then we started getting like really, really close. Like, I mean, like tight of fuck close. And yeah, like we were just getting on really, really well, and we just sat there, and then when me and her actually decided to go to the beach, so we went in the beach, we went in the water, we were like playing and flirting a lot, like it was a lot of flirting between us. And on my third day, we ended up going with each other, and yeah, this is where the story tense kicks in. I noticed she was very depressed, like, never really said to her, but I noticed she was really depressed, like very depressed. There's like, but she never showed it, but you could just tell. Like, sometimes you can't really tell people are depressed, but I just got the hunch, and I ended up being correct in the end. And so we went to the shop, we got tobacco, we came back, and then we were drinking our boost, and then we decided, why not go, and we didn't really steal, well technically we did, we stole a bottle of wine off them, okay, and we mixed it, but it was very, very, really old, strong wine. I mean, it was strong as fuck. Like, after about half a bottle, like, I was drunk, and she was drunk, and yeah, we were walking by the house, we fell down the stairs, no, I fell down the stairs, and oh my god, and then she had like a really good friend, but she actually loved this wee lad, and I never really knew, and he was saying he was going to kill himself if she didn't reply. He was going to kill himself if she didn't break up with me and all, and it was just so, like, it was one of them ones like, what the fuck you doing, mate, like, move. And yeah, so she got really, really depressed about that, but she was really drunk, so she wasn't really in her full mind, you know what I mean, like her full mind state. And I was downstairs, and I came back up, and she was like really depressed, and I was like, don't go downstairs, we'll go out, and we sat down there, and we were making a lot of noise, and we were getting really, really fucking violent towards these people, and they phoned the cops. Now, I was sitting downstairs, I had handcuffs, like, I was handcuffed, like, I couldn't move, but I pulled them over my knees and, like, snapped them. And then I bolted upstairs to her, and then, like, see her whole wrist was pouring out blood, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, what the fuck, screaming. I called the cops up the stairs, and, like, she was pouring my blood, and, like, they phoned an ambulance. The ambulance came out, and, like, so we got brought to the Ulster Hospital in Dundonald, and, like, we were sitting in a room together, and we were on the bed. She was cuddling me because she was really scared, and she was still pouring blood at the stage, and the nurse came in to try and take both of our bloods. And I'm not gonna lie, I am petrified of needles. I cannot deal with needles. Like, I have a dental appointment next Tuesday, like, in 2 days, and I am petrified. Like, I do not like needles at all. Like, I've had Darnell pierce my ears pierced. I'm stressing, but I can't do with needles. I got my ears pierced when I was very young, and this, I had that pierced and I got closed over because like I took the piercing out and it closed over because I went to it for the first 3 weeks. But me being a stupid bitch, I did, and yeah, so that didn't go down too well. So my piercing closed over and I didn't like needles. So this bitch said, I'm going to have to take your needles. If you don't let me take your blood, I'm going to have to get the cops in. So the 2 cops came back in. They were sitting talking to us and I was like, look, I can't do my needles. I can't do my needles. I was freaking out. She's freaking out. And she's like, we're going to have to restrain you and get the bloods done. So my auntie decided to fucking mental as fuck. And I mean, they pinned her on the floor. Like, physically restrained her on the floor, and she had a really sore wrist, and they were gripping her whole arm, and she was so sore because she was still pouring my blood, and she was sitting squealing, and I started filming it, like, but I lost the footage. I was filming it, and I sent it to my mates, like, look how bad these cops are, they're fucking brutal, and yeah, like, it was just so bad the way they were treating her. But obviously, like, in the end, like, of that, the whole big drama happened. Me and her both got put back in the back of the place. Like, it wasn't like a Jeep or a car, it was like a wee mini van, but there was like wee cell doors on it. I don't know why, but it was so fucking weird. Now, so we tried to make them stop because we were like really like far away, do you know what I mean? We wanted to get brought home, and me and her were making ourselves sick. Is how twisted this was. And this is so bad we saying, but I was really drunk and I was making myself sick. She was making herself sick to get us out. But the 2 cops in the front car were meeting, like pure kissing the face of fucking each other. Like, no joke, these cops were in a relationship. Or they're having a fucking affair because they were meeting the face of each other while they were driving. Why the bitch was driving. And I was phoning all my boys like, yo boys, let's go, like, get me a bail, get me bailed out, man. Like, he was trying to get them to, like, be prepared for a fucking phone call. So we finally got there. The lad said they were like, you are disgusting for being sick. And I'm like, bitch, fuck off. So we sat there and she got brought in before me, and then I was freaking out, she was freaking out because we didn't want to be separated. And then she got put in this cell, I got put in this room. And this bitch wanted me to strip in front of her. Like, what the fuck? I was a 14-year-old child. I was not ready to strip in front of some random fucking bitch. Like, who do you think you're asking a fucking child should be in there? And I was like, look, I'm not stripping. Get out of the fucking room. Couldn't leave the room. But there was a camera on the corner, and they were saying to me there's like a yellow tape where the camera can't see. You get changed. And I was like, the fuck? So they got me a towel. I actually finally like took off all my clothes, and I tried to keep my underwear on. No, I had to take my underwear off. I had to take my fucking bra because there's metal in my bra. Like, what the fuck? So I got put in exactly this jumper. I have kept this ever since. I was in this jumper. This is a Musgrave jumper. It's sometimes fuck, but yes, I decided to wear it because it was like for the video. And like when I was sitting inside the cell, I'm gonna show you, is like, me being me, I put holes in it because, like, you know, I was sitting ready to get my fist up, you know what I mean, to punch any cop that came in me. I kept on bringing the thingy, like the wee bell, because if you're in a cell, you don't get a bed or nothing, you just get like a mattress and like a wee tiny pillow thing. And I was sitting in the bell saying like, I need toilet roll, I need toilet roll, I need fucking toilet, because there was no toilet roll. And they weren't allowed to give me toilet roll. And I was like, so me being me, I had to piss. Was disgusted with myself. Asked them, could I get a shower to clean myself up? No, I wasn't allowed to shower either. I was sitting singing, if you know the song, 4 or 5 seconds, if you don't know what, you should go listen to, it's actually a really good song by Rihanna, and can't remember who else, no Rihanna's in it definitely. So I was sitting singing that song, and then there was one of my cellmates. He sitting saying, oh, you can sing, go on girl, like cheering me on and all that, sitting screaming back. And then all I heard was, is that you? I'm not going to say my real name. And they were all like, is that you? And then I ended up finding out it was Amy screaming. And I was like, Amy, are you okay? Like, where are you? Come fucking back. Like, oh, I want to see you. I'll be down soon. Giving her all this support shit. And she ended up getting brought out to get her photos took and to get her prints done. Now, if you don't know, you had to sit in a photo like this. Like, literally the jumper makes it look so real. Like, if you manage the shade, I was like, can't smell enough, and you have to like boost your face, and you have to do it like this, and you have to do it like this. No, it's not nice that they were like trying not to laugh, and I got my fingers in, and like they used to, back in the old days, they used to do ink, but now you just put your finger on a big computer thing. Like, I could have smashed that thing and they wouldn't have got my prints, but I didn't. Wish I did. Fuck's sake. And then she got brought out before me, she got bail, like, and then I got so that I could do first phone call, and this broke my heart. I rung my granny. Cause my granny's the fucking bomb. Like, Granny and B don't take no shit. Like, and my wee youngest brother there, he is like 7, and he was like, Nicole. And I was like, yes, ma, when are you coming home? I miss you. But he was so young, we didn't want to tell him I was in jail. So we just said I was in my friend's house, and like, you know, all the shit you would say to a kid because you don't want to scare them. So I was telling him that, he was sitting crying. My heart was broken. I was crying myself. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying because my wee brother was my everything. Like, I've known that, like, I've not known him. I've been there since he was born, and I love him the bit. And like, it just broke my heart that my wee brother was crying. So they ended the call after a minute and 33 seconds. Like, what the hell? My wee brother was crying. So I got brought back to my cell, had to sit there and wait, and until not my sister around, so Shorter came pick me up, and they sent me back down to one of my other places in Tramara. I finally got all my stuff out of my phone. But, oh, I forgot to say, see, once we were leaving the hospital, like, I was sitting at the wall catching her, and the guy went against and trailed me. I was like, like, not on my bum, but like on my 2 feet, like, crouched down, trailed me up and pushed me into his fan. Like, mate, you could have asked next day, there's like no need. But yes, that's the end of this story time of the first time I got arrested. I'm going to make a mini series, like the first time I got drunk, the first time I took drugs, you know what I mean? But leave a comment below if you want me to do my Harley Quinn and Joker tutorial makeup, and I hope you all enjoy. And if you are going through any type of suicidal thoughts or abuse or anything, there's a lot of lines you can phone. You just have to Google, and they're all anonymous. And if you feel that one of your friends are getting like either abused or suicidal, they're getting bullied, make sure you tell them there's a lot of lines they can phone. They can tell their parents, they can go to the school and to stick up for themselves. Because say if I had a choice and I wasn't drunk, I would have punched that cop for grabbing me by the hair. Because he didn't even ask me, he just trailed me. Like, there wasn't like no need. I was drunk, yes, but you could have asked next time. Now, if you ever want something done, the moral of the story is, don't get drunk, don't steal, and if a cop does anything to you like that again, make sure you report it to your solicitor. Because I regret not telling my solicitor that day. But, oh well, it's all in the past. I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know if you want me to do a tutorial. Love you guys. Bye. Peace out.